Hi listeners, welcome back to Insuright's Knowledge Series. Currently we are on the topic of health insurance. The last episode we built the context for insurance, that is why health insurance. In continuing talks we will be talking about coverages in health insurance. Before getting into coverages per se, I would like to make you aware that health insurance being a highly customized insurance product, with each company is offering various types of health insurance with various type of product names, and within those product names there are multiple plans. That is exactly because that much of diversity in health insurance is because of the customization. And given the customization, you will find that the policies has lot of definitions. Why I am saying this is, even in the normal casual conversation, when we talk about health insurance or healthcare, we talk about hospital. Policy defines what is hospital. We may talk about hospitalization. Policy will say what is hospitalization. We may talk about inpatient or outpatient. All these terms which we casually use in context of healthcare, many policies define it. So the entire health insurance product should be understood in the context of the definition. So it is very important to be aware of this, because if the definition is not understood, our interpretation of the coverages may change. Okay, it's a kind of, I would like to make you be aware of this part. Getting into coverages. See, as we discussed in the last episode, it is the hospitalization which creates the maximum financial impact on the patient. As long as he is not hospitalized, they can manage their finances. Okay, but once a situation comes that a person has to be hospitalized, the one concern is the real health care concern. For the moment we have to be hospitalized, it is more like a kind of a serious situation. What about the expenditure? That's a big question. So these health insurance products, what is currently available, largely focuses on the hospitalization aspect of the treatment. And the coverages also centers around hospitalization. That goes to the question, what do you mean by hospitalization? Hospitalization means the patient or the insured need to be admitted in the hospital at least for 24 hours. And when I say need to be admitted, the condition of the patient should be such that it justifies 24 hours hospitalization, minimum. Okay, that is the first thing you need to understand. Okay, now the person has to be hospitalized. It can be let us examine one scenario. Normally, typically when we say hospitalization, we think about either an accident, an admission following an accident, or say a heart attack. These are the emergency situation we normally come across. Let us take the example of a patient has to be, in the case of a heart attack, is taken into the immediately they're going to take into the treatment, or probably they may take them to cardiac care unit. So it is an ICU. Then there they run into many tests. Then they can confirm that the person has an heart attack and he need to be operated upon. Now let us look at this scenario, what exactly happens here in terms of finances. When we talk about hospitalization, there is a multiple expenditure that goes into hospitalization. The first could be the room rent. Then next is nursing charges, then consulting doctors charges. Then if he has to be taken to the operation theatre, anesthesia charges, then blood bank. Then if they're going to use certain equipments like ventilators or heart-lung machine, the charges for that, pharmacy bill. Then there are a lot of consumables like PPT kit, gloves, syringes, consumables, gloves. Then all these things, there will be a lot of intermittent, there will be a lot of continuous tests will be done. The test could be blood test, urine test, so pathological tests, hematological tests, then there will be radiological tests. Like the series of tests are there, which will be continuously, they will be running. Cost of those tests, medicines. Then the person is successfully operated upon and he comes out and is shifted to the general ward or rooms, room rent. Then sometimes they may have to undergo physiotherapy, charges for physiotherapy. in between dietitian, I mean, let us say that he stays in the hospital and he gets discharged. So the entire, from the time of admission till the time of discharge, the whole thing comes under hospitalization, and the expenditure for hospitalization is under various heads. So this coverage under hospitalization actually covers all these expenditures. Okay. So when we go forward, all other covers are around hospitalization. So first that is why I am giving you that extra time for you to understand what exactly hospitalization means. When we talk about hospitalization, is it that the policy covers only the hospitalization? Does it cover anything else? Yes, it covers many more things which we will discuss in the subsequent episodes. Thank you very much.